Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. Alright, so this is right after the last episode. Haven't really done much of anything over here. This is still collecting Miniko Essence for me. Real nice. But I did make one minor change to my system here. My loot bag situation is getting out of control. I have to do something about this. If we come down here, I have run an ME cable the whole way over and connected it to the storage drawer here. So my ME system now has full access to what's over there. This has pushed me fairly close on the number of channels that I have available. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 channels currently in use. These devices don't use channels, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But I am going to have to be kind of careful on my channel usage. What I want to do, however, is I want to set up an automatic loot bag opener. To do this, I need an autonomous activator. That's why I made the thing in the first place. The autonomous activator is a piston, a chest, a redstone reception coil, easy enough to get, and 10 gears. I'm always out of something. Always out of something. This time it's just happened to be basic chests. Okay. Autonomous activator, get. We're also going to need a chest. We're going to need an export bus. And we're going to need an import bus. Which is a sticky piston with an annihilation core. And we're going to need a cable. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this with only 2 glass cables. I might have to mix some more fluids. I'm not sure. I do know I want to have a second diamond chest. And I'm also going to want a trash can. So we'll get a trash can. We're going to want an item transfer node. And some transfer pipes. And the item filters that I get here, let's see. Can be placed in normal filters to create advanced behaviors. I'm probably going to need an advanced item filter here. Because I'm going to need filter upgrade. No, that's not it. Actually, I'm probably going to want Ender IO conduits instead. Because I can use the Ender IO filters easier than I can use this item node. And it takes a Z-Logic controller, which is easy enough to get. Okay. Mod item filter. Selects only items for a specified mod. That might not be a bad idea. So, let's give this a shot. We're also going to need a fuzzy card, which is an advanced card with a piece of wool on it. And we're probably going to want some of these acceleration cards too. Okay, that should give us what we need for the build. And I'm going to put this build kind of like right here because I need access to power in order for this to work. So we're going to connect that. The autonomous activator is going to get charged. And I need to input items. And then I need to export items. So, how do I want to do this? I think I actually want that exactly as is. We're going to have a diamond chest here. which I can't access the chest, so I can't see what's getting into it. So I may actually not want to use diamond chest. I might want to use skystone, because in a skystone chest you can see in it. Well, honestly, I shouldn't need to see in it once I've got everything set up properly. And we're going to have a second diamond chest right here. And right here, we're going to have our trash can. We're going to set up our item conduits. There and there. This is going to insert. This is going to insert. Okay? We're also going to want to have... we need this to be somewhere else. Because I need to take advantage of the fact that these conduits are going to try and ship to the first available item. Now if I put an item filter in here, a mod item filter, if I go grab a piece of artifact armor, can I specify with this item filter that any artifact armor that comes in here is destroyed? Yes, artifacts. So if I were to drop the artifact armor, actually let me put the diamond chest down here. We'll configure this for input. Just like that. If I were to come over here and grab all of this artifact armor now, all of this crap, and dump it all in this chest, every single piece of this artifact armor that I dump in this chest should go to the trash can when extracted. None of it should go to this chest. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. Now we're going to double the conduit back. We're going to put the diamond chest right here. We're going to put an ME import bus on the side of that, connected with a glass cable. Okay. Now I'm going to need more glass cable for this. I knew I was going to need more. Yeah, why do I have 2 import buses? I need an export bus. Do I have any glass fiber? Yes, I just need a few pieces of charged Certus. We'll take advantage of my build here to get some charged Certus. One of these days when it actually charges the Certus. Come on. Come on. You know you can do it. You know you want to. You are getting power. There we go. It just took forever. Oh, and I can actually see it from this angle. It disappears over here. Alright. Need some nether quartz and some redstone. We'll get some fluix. Are you kidding me? Come on. Wish there was a way to do this interaction that didn't require you to toss everything in water. Actually, I can just look up the recipe for that, and bammo, 25 more. Okay, export bus goes onto there and gets connected to here. Fuzzy card goes in here. Match any is what we want, because what we want this to do is we want it to export loot bags. I'm just going to grab a common loot bag for now. I'm also going to temporarily, well, I guess I don't have to because that's still plugged in there. Need one more item conduit, I think. Actually, no, I need this chest to not be here, because I'm not done with my loopback yet. The loopback actually has to connect to that one more time. And then come over to this chest, and I will probably clean this up later because this is ugly as hell. And I'm aware of that. But right now it's just proof of concept. I'll work on getting the bugs worked out later. Okay. The reason why I did this is because I want a second insert here, and I want an advanced item filter on here. I want it to ignore metadata. I want this to be a whitelist. I want OR dictionary enabled. I want it to ignore NBT data. And I want fuzzy match for any damage. Because I'm going to grab individual pieces of this armor and the bows that keep landing in here. For example, I want this type of bow. On that filter. So now, if this bow, which has a damage of 339, lands in here, it should get pulled out, and it will go into that trash can. Any other bow that comes in here, regardless of its damage level. So for example, this one is 348. This one should get tossed in there as well. And it does. I'm also going to want to filter for some of the more common junk items that I get out of this. So, the stop worm, the nuke virus. I've already got it filtered for artifact armor. But I also want to filter it. How did that end up over there? I don't know. I want to filter for conduit probes. I want to filter for division sigils. Ender swords. What else is really common out of those loot bags? I should just look for anything that I have like an absolute crap ton of. The rubber saplings I'm not going to filter for. Jade is okay. Ender pearl dust is fine. Well, that'll work for now. If I happen to notice I'm ending up with an absolute crap load of stuff, then we'll start filtering for that. But for right now, we can just filter for these items. So we'll filter for the Ender, the Division Sigil, the Stop Worm, and the Nuke Virus. So any of those items that end up in here should get withdrawn. Oh, I need the conduit probe in there too. And the conduit probe. Any of those items that end in there should end up getting destroyed. Anything that isn't on those will not. Anything that is not one of those things, I want it to go into my ME system. And I shouldn't actually need all of these once I get done with this. So I might take care of that. And I'm also probably going to want to put a filter on this to blacklist the boots and everything, but we'll worry about that in a bit. Now, the part that is going to interest me is if I put a common loot bag in here. That should start putting these loot bags in here, and it should start right-clicking the loot bags, and it should start putting stuff into this chest. Does it need to sneak right-click? Yes, it needs to sneak right-click. But it's now loading this chest up with all of the stuff that it's getting out of those loot bags. And, as you saw, it took the diamond armor. Oh, engineer's blueprint. I'll end up with a crap ton of those if I don't filter them. So that'll pull engineer's blueprints now. Everything else here so far looks like good stuff that I'm going to want to have. Definitely want the iron stuff. I'll set up something for those later. The icosahedrons I'm not too fond of, but we'll take them. Alright. That's going to filter out all of my loot bags, but it's going to take a while to do it. What I am curious to see is if I take this out of here, and I were to put the legendary loot bags in. Once it ran out of legendary loot bags, would it start loading the other ones? Because of the fuzzy card. Or do I need to put all of the things in here using a capacity card? I wish you could make this thing run faster. Information. Simply versatile tutorial. Augment allows for modulations. If I put the secondary reception coils in this, will it work? Doesn't really look like it, does it? I need to enable this now in order to allow it to start filtering this stuff out. Because otherwise it's going to fill this diamond chest and it's not going to have anywhere to go with it. Plus a ring of experience. These need to be filtered. The white stone. That needs to be filtered. Because otherwise I'll end up with crap tons of them. I really don't need them. So, we'll add those to the filter. We'll pop these in. We'll take the legendary loot bag out because that's just lootception. And all of this iron stuff I may have problems with because I don't think this stuff stacks. Okay, I'm out of legendary loot bags. Is it loading other types? It is not. So the fuzzy card does not work. We need capacity cards. Come on, give me the capacity card recipe already. This requires basic cards. And Certus quartz. So easy enough. And it's going to take one of each of these loot bags. And I'm also going to need one legendary. Which of course I would have used. Okay. Well, we'll put the legendary one on later. We'll load this with capacity cards. Oh wait, legendary one's already in there. There. That gives us all 5 loot bags. Actually, I only need 1 capacity card. Put the other capacity card away, put all this stuff away, and we'll put the fuzzy card away. This autonomous activator is not getting loot bags. Why? It is getting loot bags, it's just not getting them very fast. If I add 2 acceleration cards, that should fix that. And then this is going to here. If I add a couple of acceleration cards here, that should dramatically speed this process up. Nice. I think we're keeping up. Right click, sneaking, aim level, doesn't matter. I really don't think this is making a difference. No, these are not making a difference. Is there an augment designed for that thing that makes it run faster? Don't think there is. The gearboxes are designed for dynamos. The sieves just give output chance. This is what's supposed to increase the processing speed. These are for the... yeah, there's nothing that's going to speed it up, so... I may just end up having a system with multiple autonomous activators if I need to process the loot bags faster. Because it's going to take a while to burn through 1,000 loot bags. As a matter of fact, I may just want to set up 2 more of them now. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go ahead and set up 2 more. We'll set them up the same way. There's my tin gear. Autonomous activator, 2 of you, for 2 of you. I'm out of pistons? I'm out of pistons. What the hell? Give me pistons. For another autonomous activator. Import buses. Or export, rather. Export bus. Formation core. I know I'm going to need some more formation cores, so I need Fluix dust. Fluix crystal. In a sag mill. Should give me Fluix dust. For 2 more formation cores, for 2 more export buses. And capacity card. There we go. I've got the cables, I just need the loot bags. Yoink, 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 yoink. And how do I want to do this? I want to move this item conduit to here instead. You're active without signal. Holy crap, that thing is not keeping up at all. I need to put a speed upgrade in here. At least one. And then autonomous activators will go There. No. There. And no. There. Like that. Okay, these things do need power, so I'm going to have to connect them to the redstone system. And they also need a way to input the items. So that'll be my export buses, which I'll connect using Fluix, like that. Network apprentice, shit. Device online, online. Network apprentice means I've hit my cap for channels. Which is easy enough to fix. I just get the controller here, and where I have this energy acceptor, I break the energy acceptor out, and I place the controller right here. And now I have access to 32 channels on this, and 32 channels on this. Although I can only get 8 with these particular cards, but whatever. Okay, do I not have any legendary loot bags back yet? No. 0. Zilch. Whatever. Epic is the one that I need to burn through the most. So, come down here, and we'll program both of these for Epic to start. We're also going to go ahead and give them their capacity cards. And we're going to need some acceleration cards. This requires Fluix crystals, which figures. You, and you, not you. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Pretty much anything that you can do with a Fluix crystal, you can do with a pure Fluix crystal. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of pure Fluix crystals because that's going to double my crystal amount. I have the sand to do it, so why not? I don't have any acceleration cards, so I can't speed this process up, but at least I can get it going. And I could speed it up if I felt like going and actually speeding it up, but whatever. Okay, I'm burning up types pretty fast now. Oh, the speed upgrades. For the item conduits is iron, electrical, steel, pistons. Okay, so I can get one. Yeah, because this is by no means keeping up. So let's install that upgrade, and that should help. It still is having a hard time keeping up. So we're going to need more of those upgrades. What are we outputting? Common loot bags? I need to get conduits so I can get the other ones running. We'll just do it the dirty way. There. These should now be running. Although they need to be sneaking in order to work. This, however, is now going to be getting 3 times as much crap thrown into it. Okay, acceleration cards. Get. We got 5 of them. So we'll do 2 in each. That should dramatically speed up the process here, which is going to absolutely flood this thing. So we are definitely going to need some item speed upgrades. So for that we need electrical steel. Silicon and steel. Or coal, silicon, and iron. This can use that type of silicon, which is awesome. Iron. Oh, look at all of the iron equipment we're getting in here. There we go. We'll get some more electrical steel going. That'll get me 1 more of those. We'll upgrade this poor overworked conduit with a second one. Now it looks like it's keeping up a little better. Now I really wish I could figure out a way to get the artifacts swords out of here and check them to see if they're emerald producing. Because that was a really good way to get emeralds. But then again, the loot bags themselves are giving me emeralds. So maybe I don't have to worry too much about that. It might just be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. This thing is still being overloaded though. So let's get some more electrical steel and make at least 2 more of these. We'll take that up to 4, and that should dramatically speed it up. Oh yeah, now it's doing better. It's still having a little bit of a hard time keeping up, but it's doing better. This one is still working on common loot bags. This is working on epics. We're down to 44, 42, 40, 38, 36. How are we doing here? 374. 24. And these drawers are locked, so these things here, I'll never have to worry about them running completely out. But it is now going to go back through and it's going to pull all of the extra loot bags from here. And now that's empty. And it's going to come over here and it's going to pull these. And it's done. So we are done emptying epic loot bags. Let's go ahead and put the other loot bags on the other 2 activators. Or the other types of loot bags. The rare and the uncommon. Then here, common, rare, uncommon. The legendary, I think I'm okay with just having the legendary on the 1. I don't get that many legendary loot bags anyway. Okay, this is now keeping up pretty handily. And make sure we are whitelisted there. And we are whitelisted here. And this is keeping up nicely as well. Saddles. I should blacklist, or I should whitelist saddles on the trash. So I've got 57 saddles, and I can't see myself ever needing more than 57 saddles. So on the trash can, we'll add saddles to the whitelist. Okay. Yeah. This is getting me a lot of crap. This is actually kinda nice. 70 iron so oh my god. I'm gonna need export buses to start exporting to this. Matter of fact, that might be what I do next, although I'm also going to need a way to process faster. This iron armor, does it have to be... It can be processed in an induction smelter for a chance to get slag. All it needs is sand. Or it can be burned upon a magma crucible to get the molten. Smelted in a smeltery. It wouldn't be hard to get that amount of sand. And I've got an induction smelter right here. And I do need a source of slag. And that's really fast. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I think just right off of this line, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like that. We'll break that torch out, and we'll go here and here also. What buses do I have? I have an import bus, which I will put over here. And this side is going to be configured as orange. This side is going to be configured as blue. It can take both. Okay? I need an export bus. Export bus on there. Need a capacity card. Capacity card on there. Sand. And we're going to do export using round robin. We're going to need iron chestplate, iron boots, iron helmet, iron leggings, iron sword. We're going to need another capacity card. Which means we're going to need another basic card. Which means we're going to need another, what was a calculation processor? Which means I need more pure Certus. I do have pulsating chipsets left, so calculation. I'm going to need to print some silicon. There we go. And calculation. Gotcha. And you, and you. Gets me you. Which gets me you. Which gets me you. Which I put in there. Put you in there also. And then we add you, 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 you. The picks I'm keeping for a reason. That is not good. So pop that in, and then we need to lock the flux slot, because that will keep the flux slot from taking anything except for a flux item, and sand is an acceptable flux item. I need some cobble. Amazingly enough, I need cobblestone, and I don't have any on me right offhand. What am I up to here? I have 5 a sextuple. Just grab a few of these. We'll pop you into Mr. Sagmill to get me some sand. I should set up a cobbleworks that just produces sand and gravel. I might do that when I automate my process here. If I toss the sand in here, sand should get exported out here. I'm going to need some more acceleration cards. So I may as well grab them. Which means I need more calculation processors. But anyway, you guys have seen the basic proof of concept. So at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this episode. This build down here is a proof of concept. This is not the final form of this build. The only reason it's even set up the way it is now is to get my loot bag situation kind of under control, at least a little bit. Which it is now, finally. And once I get all of this under control, which it looks like I'm almost there, I'll probably tear that system down and streamline it so that it's much more compact and nicer to look at and not an eyesore taking up half of my underground. So, like I said, this was just a proof of concept. I will refine this off camera and come back when it is done. We're definitely going to want to figure out something for the cobbleworks, and this thing has been running for like ever and it's slow as hell. So I think I might actually upgrade my compressed cobblestone factory too. Maybe we'll do that next episode. We'll get a compressed cobbleworks going, because holy crap, I am building items up so fast in here. I am cramming cards full left and right. I'm gonna have to upgrade some of these cards too, or figure out a different storage method. Regardless, one way or another, I'll figure out what I'm doing, and then I will come back later. This has been Night Dagger with episode 21 of Project Ozone 2 Titan Mode. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll catch you later, peeps.